So you did chin implant and fat transfer 20
Yes.
years ago.
20 years ago. And it was the best thing I did. I took a look at the before and after pictures, and one looked like a model. It was so glamorous looking compared to before. And then cut to 20 years later, I did everything to stop the clock because I'm an actor and a comedian. And when I saw Dr. Glasgold, he said, "You're at the point now where a facelift would be appropriate."
So how far are you out from your facelift?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yes.
Okay. And things are going well?
Things are going great. It's really nice when everywhere I go and they check my ID and they look at me. That's probably the biggest, the biggest joy.
Why? How old are you?
I'm 60. Yeah.
You're
60.
great.
Yeah. And well, I have you to thank.
So you're a comedian and an actress, and you're trying to stay looking young. You're doing all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
fillers and thread lifts and CO2 lasers. In retrospect, you think it would have been just as good to have done a facelift earlier, and do the surgery that makes you look good, rather than going through all that little stuff?
In hindsight, it might have been, but I was so frightened of all the pictures I used to see. You look at actors, you look at comedians, and you look at when they had work done, and they don't look good, they look different. I just assumed that I'd have this pulled look, and that's what I was frightened of.
You happy?
I'm so happy. I would have done this if I wasn't even in the arts, just to make me feel good. I would have always had this done, but it was the way it was done with this lifted and with this lifted, with no pulled look, as you could see, and then the neck. I couldn't be happier. I've told very few people that I've had this done, and the few people that I've told, I said there's nobody that I would ever trust except Dr. Glasgold to do my face.